Are you some sort of sovereign citizen or something?
No, sir, I do not work for the police. What is up? I am in downtown. Give me my gun back downtown. Give me my self-defense downtown. Going to pick up my Caltech.
What's going on, everybody? Soliaker here. And a good friend of mine, John Felix, over on the west coast of Florida, was arrested in Tampa. If you don't know about it, I'm going to run a little clip real quick.
Take your time.
Alright, sir, put your hands behind your back then. Change your mind.
For what?
What law? Journalists can't use lights.
Multiple warnings about what? Obstruction of what?
Obstruction, huh?
I don't know what
Here.
you're talking about.
That's his property?
Yep.
He's taking it.
Oh, you're gonna steal property, huh?
They're gonna get confiscated.
Why are you
Oh, it is, huh?
Are you guys doing any good tonight?
Let's go.
Pieces of shit.
Look at these pigs. These pigs. Yep. That's all right, John. I'll be down to bail you out in just a little while,
Hey,
man.
what's wrong with you guys, dude?
Yep.
Are you guys under the influence?
Yep.
dude?
I'll be down to bail you out in just a little while. We got you. Don't worry about it.
Yo, John.
We got you.
And so he got arrested. He had a firearm on him. And this video is him retrieving his property after the fact. And make sure you go over to John Felix's channel. All the links are going to be in the description below. I definitely think that Tampa Police Department needs to be retrained on what preemption is. And yeah, basically they have to understand preemption and giving people back their property, you know, when you seize it. So, but let's get into this video. Stay all the way till the end. I give my final thoughts. So let's get into this video. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And let's do it. Soliaker, deuces.
This gentleman knew who I was. Call me by my first name. What's your name again?
Officer Fitzpatrick, sir.
Officer Fitzpatrick. I guess I'm famous.
Yeah, I said, welcome to YouTube. Hey, welcome to YouTube.
So these are the, I have to run a background when I return a gun.
It's against the law.
I am above the law.
So I guess Tampa became an FFL dealer. Because last time I checked, the only people that could do background checks on firearms were firearms dealers, not the police. But hey, I guess they do what they want.
I have to run a background when I return a gun. Right? So this is basically the same form you fill out when you buy a gun, like the 4473 federal form, and this is the state form. I know the answers to these, you all know because I did the background, but if you will just take a look, check the appropriate box, then sign it. You hold it.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Good.
Are you under indictment or an informant to any court for a crime punishable by imprisonment? No. Have you been convicted in any court of a crime punishable by imprisonment for a term exceeding 1 year? Yes. Answer is necessary if the judge sends from what yes. The answer is not required if you've been pardoned for the crime or... So that's a no. Have you been convicted? No.
Basically a felony if you've been convicted.
No. Not yet. Are you fugitive from justice? Not yet. Are you addicted to marijuana or any depressant, stimulant, narcotic drug, or any controlled substance? No. Have you been adjudicated mentally incompetent? Does my wife count? No. Have you been convicted in any court of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence? No. Are you subject to a court order injunction that prohibits you from? No. I hereby certified under penalty of perjury the receiver. Last time I was called a receiver.
Football, right? That was football.
Today is
August 31st.
8/31/23.
All right, then this one, they don't let us, the policy for the city, the attorney's made is that we can't return a gun and a bullet at the same time.
Now this one, what he's going down, he's actually in violation of preemption law. No city, county, town, municipality, none of these people can make their own firearms or ammunition laws here in the state of Florida. Under 790.33, it is against preemption. It is a $5,000 fine for any city, county, town, police officer, town hall person, whoever. If the city, county, town, other than state legislator, decides to... That's the only people that can make gun laws or ammunition laws here in the state of Florida, is going to be legislation, not Tampa Police Department. This is against preemption.
The policy for the city attorney's made is that we can't return a gun and a bullet at the same time. Doesn't mean you can't have the bullets, it just means you have to come back for them another day. Detectives don't have to return bullets. Anyone can return bullets. Detectives have to return guns. You have 7 rounds with it. Your options, you can come back within 30 days for it, or you can opt not to come back for it. So.
And so now, not only is he getting a firearm that he has no ammunition for, let's just say, hypothetically, something were to happen as John walks out the police department, and they won't give him his ammo that they seized from him. Mind you, he got arrested. They have to give him his property back. He is not going in to buy anything. He is retrieving his property that you stole from him. If something were to happen to him as he walks out the door, the onus would be on the police department for something bad happening because they did not give him his property back in the right way. We've seen numerous times on my videos, they like to take apart my firearm, empty ammunition out of it, and I have to sit there and reload my ammunition. They didn't even give him the ammunition. So if something were to happen, it's on the police department. This is crazy.
It's up to you.
I have plenty of bullets.
Okay. All right, then initial that you don't want to come back from here and then sign it. Just so you know, it's not, if you do want to come back, you don't need an appointment or anything for that. You can just, even if it's, you happen to be downtown, you can just stop in and say, hey, here's my ID.
Where would I come here?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not today?
Because that's a policy that has to be the next day or any day within the next 30 days.
Give me time to cool off, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, but again, like who's to say you don't have any on you right now? You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's
I don't.
my argument. Yeah.
I don't.
And then, so you don't want to come back, so that's right there, and then just sign it.
I elect not to come back for my 7 rounds. Signature of owner.
And I'll do this one. The last sheet is the release. So you sign it for the Keltec 32, okay? And they already pulled it, so I just got to go grab it. So you just sign on the X and date right there, and I'll go get it.
Signature. Date.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, sir.
Well, 5 minutes.
Take your time, man.
So now he's going to, do a records request for, body cams, CAD report, who were the officers. He still doesn't really know who the officer that arrested him was. He wants to know who these people are that were at this DUI checkpoint the day that this happened. And so, right now he's doing a records request. So let's get into this.
Okay. All names and badge numbers from the safety checkpoint on 826.
Okay, that we don't do.
You don't do that?
Here, we'll have to.
How about body cam footage and in-car cam footage?
All of that is requested online through the legal department. We don't do body camera footage here. We don't do reports.
You goddamn liar!
So what records do you provide here? I'm sorry.
Like accidents, background checks, address searches, but nothing in regards to body cam or 911 audio. All that's the legal department.
Okay.
And these are the steps. It would be tampa.gov.
It can only be done online?
Mm-hmm.
There's no physical location?
They're here, but their requests are only like we have this paper to give. Like that's how you submit the request to them.
Now, I've dealt with these record techs on the phone in the state of Florida, throughout the state of Florida. They're not being trained. Usually, I end up getting a supervisor, and the supervisor knows better than to say what this girl or whoever this person is, and it's not true. In the state of Florida, doing records requests, they can be done in any 3 ways you want: oral, written, electronic. those are the 3 ways that you can make records requests. I think you can do it by fax too, but for the most part, these are the ways we can do it. And in Florida law, there's nothing that states that it's a policy that you have to do it online. That is just a lie. They just want you to do that so that they get an IP address, and then they make you try to fill out all the information like name, phone number, email, this, that, and the third. And all that, all they're doing is tracking people. You're allowed to do this anonymously in the state of Florida. But for some reason, this is what they like to do so that they can track your movements. But let's get into it.
All right. Now, do they answer this stuff?
Do they answer?
Yeah, because a lot of times when you go through the internet or call on the phone, they'll just ignore you.
They're supposed to answer, so yes.
Okay.
They're gonna answer.
What's your name, young lady?
Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica.
No problem.
So just follow this and get my records online, basically.
Like if you want the badge numbers and
Just everyone who was on
checkpoint.
scene and the camera footage, and there's a couple of gentlemen I really need to know who they are, and I don't even know who they are. They wouldn't identify to me.
So was it like a traffic accident or something?
No, it was a DUI checkpoint you guys had set up in Martin Luther King in Nebraska on Saturday night.
Yeah, so you can go through the legal department and they'll be able to provide all that information.
there a-
They'll invoice you as well.
Yeah, of course, because public records aren't public. So there's no physical location for me to do this. I have to do it online.
Yeah, like this is the location, but their requests have to be done through that. Yeah, like they're in this police department, but their requests have to be through here. And I can give you somebody in the legal department phone number, and you can probably contact them and see.
Please.
Okay, hold on a second.
All right, so I got all my property back. Thank you. All right, I think that does it for the day. What do you say? Yep, he agrees. So thanks for watching, and I didn't have to write a bunch of demand letters, and they weren't holding my property from me. They kept the bullets from my 380, or 32, I should say.
Yeah. Well, my final thoughts about this whole thing, I'm not criticizing John at all. I would have done the same thing. Just whatever you got to do, get your property back, move about your day, and hopefully you can deal with the other half of this, because I really do think that you do have some civil rights violations, or at least preemption violations. I'm sure that if you want to help redress some of these government officials in Tampa, links will be in the description below, and let them know that what they're doing is against the law. What they're doing is they're breaking the law. Not only the custodian of records, or whoever that person was, but also that detective or whoever that was delivering, that gave him his firearm back and didn't give him his ammo. The city attorney, he's obviously on board with not giving people back their ammunition after they seize their firearms. So a lot of these people need to be redressed. I will redress them. I will be giving phone calls on Monday. Go over to John Felix. His full video will be in the links below. Go watch the arrest and all his other videos that he's updating right now. Go over to there. Let him know the armed fisherman sent you. And yeah, when is enough is enough. These law enforcement officers just need to understand that just don't mess with our constitutional rights and everything will be fine. But they've got such big egos that they just can't let it go. And this is just more proof that, do you trust the police? Do you trust the government?
That's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't.
Because this is what they like to do, and this is what will come down the line. Who do you think is going to come for your firearms on that day? You think it's going to be your next door neighbor? No. It's going to be these guys with this little tin badge and a gun, thinking that they're above the wall. So that's my final thoughts, and I'm out. Soliaker, deuces.